Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, no. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm blue and envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do without stopping traffic.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Bortles now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Lucy.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Bortles now on first down. Being chased out left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a first and 10 at the 18.
Lucy. Let's go.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Spread right. Let's go.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. You got 4. You got 4. 21, 21.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go. 1, Omaha. Check it back, check it. 65, 65.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. McKinnon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Move it up, fellas. 13, 13. 21, 21. Here we go. Go ahead. 65, 65.
There we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 52 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing now is Bortles. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to somebody.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's McKinnon. And some room to work. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 28 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eli Harold coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Let's go.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. The man is Westbrook complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
72. Here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's brought down. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st down, Bortles. And he completes it to Westbrook. That one goes for 24 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
White. 2, 11, 2. Take it, go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, here's Garoppolo. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pena now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
380. So right. Hank. 77. Lucy. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cole. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're buried deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
One, Omaha. 21. Go ahead.
Here again is McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
21.
McKinnon. Room to run again. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Toss play to McKinnon. And some room to roam now. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
One, Omaha. Get set. Two.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go. Hurry up. One, Omaha. 21.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Go ahead.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Check. 380.
He'll look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. That one's complete to Yeldon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
372.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
So right, so right.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing now is Bortles.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. Who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing is Bortles. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now McKinnon. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all think so, don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Heavy lay, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want. I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. The first play from scrimmage? Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate, and guess what? They're in the lead now.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Victor Bolden. First play of the drive goes to McKinnon. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses are constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
65. Go ahead.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
21. Here we go.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
2 for 1.
On first down, it's Gurley. Room here to run. Good move by Gurley. Oh, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
21. Come on. Go ahead.
Garoppolo on first down. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Now Bolden on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 74 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive. Now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive. And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. Now Goff on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Deuce. Check. DC.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And that'll make it third down. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they? Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line. And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to go for it. It's gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st down, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go. Super. We got 3, brother. We got 3. Starting left here. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Goff now to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. Cooks flashing the footwork. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Hey, 76.
Goff on 1st down. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Merlin. Hey, 5.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. From the red zone now, Goff. Right side complete, that's Woods. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. 3rd down here.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Hey. We got 3.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. In for the score. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a loss.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers get a score closer. And that will cut this lead down to 13. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Throwing on third, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
We go. Shell.
Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it to Cooks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again. Gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
14.
Throwing again is gone. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the 49ers going to take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And Robinson with a big catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
11.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go. 6. 65.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Bolden on the return. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards in a first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say. Normally
I would say pump the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
65. Well, here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
21. 21, 21. 21, 21.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there, punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Cooper on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now on second down, this is Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Go, 12, go. Tiger, Tiger.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Goff now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Ric Flair.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw on second down is gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Goff now on second down. And that's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now it's gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. We're good. We're good. Now, we go.
Goff going to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, gun. 21.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nickel Roby brings him down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
11.
He's back to throw. He finds McKinnon complete. A gain of 8 and a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. He'll look to throw. And Selleck here, left side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Go ahead. 21.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Cooper on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime for Gall. And that's complete to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
76.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Goff now looking to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing them.
And the pressure gets to him again. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
I got you. Hey, go.
They'll run him now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
We got three.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy.
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if that ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never helped your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Big bank, tight, little bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, little bank, bank. Big bank, tight, little bank, bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some tall. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. The type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy.